Top of the morning, man. Top of the morning, Jack. God bless you. Top of the morning. Say, look, man, listen. You know, um, like, what gets me in this game I meet a lot of female faces, and like this lifestyle, I'm very familiar with it. You know what I mean? And it was a trip because I was laying down, right? And I just thought about, all the women that I've interviewed, right? And all the women that have done drugs or that do drugs in this game. You did? A lot of P's would be like, I like these 304s drug free, right? I haven't met a hoe yet, right? And I'm gonna keep it real. Even a hoe that act like she don't do it, right? I haven't met a hoe that's drug free yet, really. Most of them know how to like maintain their composure, right? Or when they go out, they got somebody that they receive something from. You did, So they'll make enough to where they can get enough and still do what they gotta do, But I was sitting there talking to this older 304, right? And this was yesterday, and she was like, I'm 40-something years old, and I've been in this game for a long time, you did? And she was like, and I'm gonna tell you some real shit, Young P, because I dig you. She said, but for a 304 to be out there, dealing with different men, different personalities. Some of us get raped, some of us get choked. She was like, this lifestyle that we live is one of the most grimiest lifestyles that we live. She was like, a lot of us, pretty much to make a long story short, she was just like this. A bitch gotta have a drink to be out here and do this shit, I gotta be I gotta be in a different state of mind, to be out here doing this. Cause sometimes when I'm standing out here, I'm like, why am I standing out here? Sometimes when I'm standing out here, I'm out here crying because I'm thinking about certain things, So she was like, I'll be feeling like I need a drink or I need to smoke, or I need something to get my mind right out here. You know what I'm saying? She was like, so I'm gonna keep it real. She was like, shit, I make 800-900 a night. She was like, but I fuck with drugs though. She was like, and I don't see a bitch being sober out here doing this kind of job. You did? When she said that, right, I really didn't know what to think of it. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't know what to think of it. But at the same time though, when I sit back and I think about, all the women that I've, had amongst my stable, I discovered that a lot of them do drugs. Even the ones that I thought it didn't. You did? So I'm not saying that I make deals, and I'm not saying that it's okay, but she just woke my game up, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, a lot of these women, right, let's just say they dealing with a gorilla type of pimp, right? A nigga that's verbally, bashing them all the time. So then the woman is verbally getting bashed, her background, might not have like, like that family, type of, orientation going on, no family support, you did, so she don't got no family support, right? And then she fucking with a P that might be a gorilla, you did, a lot of these women be like real depressed, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like when I first got, my bottom, she was real depressed, so then you got to think, like, how can you make a motherfucker feel good about being a hoe? You know what I'm saying? How can you make a motherfucker feel good about that, So then I come to the realization of this, man. A lot of these women, right, that we meet, they already be that, right? But the thing is this. It's true. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but they can turn themselves into one. Meaning they got to be ready to stop. You did? Or sometimes, right, they could just meet the right kind of motherfucker that really give a fuck about them. Like, say, man, listen, you did? I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? I want to do that. So I want to do some different things. You did? And then once they see that change, right? Or once they see that you give a fuck, then they might want to change. Because you see, like, my bottom, right? She been with me for 4.5 years, some change. And I'm telling you some real shit, right? in the meantime, in the middle of these years, right, I have actually was like, check this out, mama. You know, let's try to go and get a little job or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's get a job. Let's file some taxes. You know, I did this to her like 3 times. I got her a job like 3 different times, you know, because I just wanted to show her, say, man, listen, it's deeper than this, you know. I really give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to see you do a little something different, you dig? And I want to be able to help you do that. You dig? So it was like, when I had got her a job, all 3 times she was like, hey, listen, this is not for me right now. I don't want a job, you dig? You know, I want to stay in the game. So I said, okay, you know, I can respect that. You know what I mean? Because I accepted you like that. But I would at least, you know, want to try to do something different. I at least want to try to get you a job. I at least want to say, hey, man, listen, you know, I'll try to do something positive with this situation. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to do something positive with this situation. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? You know, so the thing is this, you know what I'm saying? Even though a person is with me, right? You know, I don't just get these women around me and just, you know, like treat them like they motherfucking robots. I sit down and I really talk to them and ask them where do they come from. You know what I mean? Like, you see the white girl K Stacks, right? I'm telling you some real shit. She was with me last night, right? And I sat down and I talked to her. You dig? Because she was out, right? And I can tell she went out and got high off something, man, because she came back to me all spun out, talking about demons and, you know, just saying all kind of weird shit. And I was just looking at this white girl and I was just like, you know, where did you come from? You know, like, where did you really come from? You know, so I start double backing and I start asking her a lot of different questions, right? And the questions that she told me wasn't the same kind of questions, you know? So I'm sitting there and she started making me feel real uneasy, you know? She started making me feel real uneasy. Certain shit she was saying was making me feel uneasy. So, you know, I told my bottom, hey, man, go ahead and get her the fuck up out of here. Get her up out of here, right? She started talking. I mean, it was on some police shit is how she was talking. But I knew she was high, though, too, right? So I got this beautiful-ass, blue-eyed white girl, right? You know what I'm saying? A walking lick, you did? But she came back to me super high. You know, I'm speaking all kind of satanic shit, right? I said, hey, man, listen, get her up out of my comfort zone. Get her up out of my comfort zone. I don't give a fuck how much money she make. I don't give a fuck how beautiful she is. Get her the fuck up out of my comfort zone. You did? Get her up out of my comfort zone. Because the thing is this, you know, the more that I pray, right? The more that I pray, you know, the more convicted I feel about certain things. You dig? I always was the kind of person, right, that had a short temper but had a very good heart. You know, I'm a lion. You dig? You know, I got a short temper, but I'm very forgiving. You know, and I'm very understanding. You dig what I'm saying? So I was just sitting there talking to her, and she just started crying. You know, real hard. And I gave her a hug, and I said, look, dig this. You know, you young, and you know I want what's in your best interest. But you know, I really do. You dig? But you won't allow me to get to know you because you keep lying too motherfucking much, and you keep saying all this weird shit. You dig, Jack? So I'm like, listen, man, I need you to go. I need you to go. You know. So they like, damn, P, you gonna let that white girl go? You motherfucking right, man. Because I need to have an understanding. I need to have an understanding. You dig? I can't understand her. You dig? I can't understand Satan. You know, the devil. I'm not of that, P. I'm not gonna have that in my circumference zone. You dig? You know. So I didn't take no L's. You know, I woke up this morning. I'm still happy. I'm still smiling. You know, I still feel vibrant. You dig? You know, I just feel like, you know, I needed to acquire God more into my situation. You dig? I needed to start thanking Him a lot more. You know. Because I was forgetting to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be living life, smoking weed, chilling. You did, giving all my time. I'm like, damn, you know what? If you say you love him, right, you're gonna at least pray to him. You know, it's a lot of people that say they love God, right? And they'll have a Bible in their house, and do you know some of them have never even read the Bible? It'll be dust on it, just sitting there like some artwork, right? And they'll even have some scriptures in there that they outline. But that'll be like the only scripture they know. And I'll be like, damn, man, you got all this knowledge in here, right? All this knowledge, and you don't know nothing about it, right? I done heard people say, I don't really know if God is real, right? But they'll fall down and be like, oh, God. First thing you do is holler his name in vain. You know? You know what I'm saying? So the thing is I learned to not just, you know, call him when I was in trouble. I learned to talk to him like he was one of my friends. Like how I do right here on live. That's how I talk to God. Just like this. We sit down and we talk. You know? We talk. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? I see that I'm changing. You dig? I see that I'm changing, you know, because when they come in my comfort zone, I really try to learn layers of them. You dig? So then I told her like this. I say, listen, K-Stacks, I'll even call your motherfucking parents. I'll call them for you. You know, if you want to go home, wherever your home may be, and you want to change your life around and you got a kid out there, I said you give me that phone, and I guarantee you when I'm done, your parents will be ready to send you a ticket. I guarantee you. You did? You know? And that's what I told her. You did? So she acted like she was going to give me the number to call her people she pump fake. You did? You know, I told her, listen, man, you know, you need to pray. You know? You need to get yourself together. You know what I'm saying? And I told her to take a motherfucking walk. You did? And that's what I told her. You did? You know? I don't have a problem with knocking 304s. I knock them rapidly. I don't have a problem with doing that. And I'm just keeping it real. I don't. And I'm not saying it to be cocky. You did? So it's like I don't take no L's. You know? I don't take no L's. You know? When you a certain type of dude, right? And you live yourself a certain way, right? You don't fall off, you slip. You dig? So I don't fall off, I slip sometimes. You dig? I slip sometimes. But I'm very humble. And my heart is very good, you dig? But I just have a temper problem at times, you know? So the thing is this, you know what I'm saying? When I see people, I look at layers of them. I really look at their heart, they everything. You know, I sit down and I really look at them and I ask them certain questions, you dig? Because I really want to get to know layers of them, you know? I really want to get to know layers of them, you dig? You know, so, you know, now, you know, I just be like, listen, man, I gotta have good energy around me, you dig? I gotta have good energy around me, you know? I can't have people coming to me, you know what I'm saying, indecisive as to what they want to do with their life, you dig? Because the thing is when you get a lot of people confused that come in your stable, as soon as they get caught up by the police, they end up telling on you, P. They end up telling on you, you dig? You know, they tell because they was looking for an escape go any motherfucking way, you dig? You know what I'm saying? So women that have unstable minds like that, right? They don't necessarily know what they want to do, right? When they get in these type of situations, they will tell on you because their mind ain't right. They mind ain't right. I don't even know who this cat is. He hit me with the emoji face with the laughing and shit. P, I said no joke right now. You did what I'm saying? I said no joke, you know? And I already asked you to unfriend yourself, P, because you ignorant as fuck to me, you know? You're going to make me like say something on this live. You did? You're going to really make me say some shit, P. I'm not laughing right now, P. Ain't shit funny. Don't hit me with no kind of emoji faces, P. Ain't shit funny, homie. You dig? I'm saying some real shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, like I was saying, you know, why would I continue, right, to try to make some money with a girl like this that's mind is unstable like this, right? Why would I continue to do some shit like this, right? I got a lot of P's, right? When I sent her on the way, oh, P, why would you? I think a nigga hopped in the car and went to go and get her, right? But that'll be the nigga that'll go to jail behind that bitch. Because guess what's gonna happen? He gonna pick her up, right? She gonna catch a date. The bitch gonna get raped, choked, and she gonna start crying, and she gonna tell every motherfucking thing. You dig? She gonna tell every fucking thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? Say, man, listen, man. Pay attention to their state of minds. Pay attention to them. You know, really ask some questions, you dig? Really figure out where they came from. You understand what I'm saying? Because I said it live a while back, man. Look, I had 7 of them, right? I had 7 of them, P. And I got up, and I was like, why are you here, right? And she was like, I'm here because I was in foster care, and I ain't never had no family. So I asked another one. I said, why are you here? She was like, I'm here because my dad raped me. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never really had no love. I said, you stand over there with her. I asked the other one. I said, why are you here? She was like, I'm here because I want to be here. So to make a long story short, right, I realized that those kind of hoes that grew up in foster care, that ain't never really had that unconditional love, you going to have to sit next to them and be like, hey, man, dig this, you know? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm still proud of you, you did. Even though, you know what I'm saying, you didn't make a good track that night, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting you know that I'm still proud of you. I still believe in you. You did what I'm saying? I know that you're trying. You did? Those are the kind that you have to sit next to, right? And let them know, listen, hey, man, I appreciate you. You did? Because they letting you know they voids. They never had unconditional love. You did? And as a P, you can't give them that, right? But what you can do is give them some love. What you can do is give a fuck about them a tad bit. You did? You know what I mean? Because all you got to do is believe in them a little bit, and they going to do a whole motherfucking lot, P. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole moral of my statement, P. And let me tell you something, right? If you're the kind of person that got a good spirit and you believe in God, right? Let me tell you something. That white chick, right? I called her. If I would have called her parents and she would have went home, I would have felt good in my spirit, right? Because fuck the money part, right? On this situation, I still did something good. You got street duties and you got spiritual duties. You dig? The thing was, it's just I still wanted to see some good for her. I still wanted to see good for her. You dig? I didn't want her to just walk out there and something happened to her. You dig? I still wanted to see good in her. I still wanted some positive outcome. You dig? You know? That's what I'm saying. I'm just giving y'all my state of mind, my heart. I'm letting y'all know, you know what I'm saying, where I come from. You dig? I'm just letting you know what's going on up in here. You dig? You know, ain't shit funny. You dig what I'm saying? Hey man, church is on the move, man. God bless y'all. You dig? Church.